Hello and welcome to I Want to Grow. And I Want to Grow is all about that, right? It's all about wanting to grow. But with our guests, it's a little bit different. And today we're celebrating 90 years of the British Council. But we've got a very special guest today. We've got a very special guest. Miss Muna, please welcome to the podcast. It's very good to have you. Would you like to introduce yourself to everybody and tell us what you do?
Thank you so much. My name is 𝗚𝗂𝗪𝘀𝗪. I'm a contemporary artist and an IT engineer. I've been working in the field for more than 20 years. And I'm happy to join you today on the podcast.
Oh, wow. So you're a contemporary artist. Just for people, I know that we spoke just before about, I've got a friend who's a contemporary artist. And it's very much getting in touch with your inner self, right? And expressing that. What is it like? How do you find your energy when you're doing your paintings?
Actually, being an artist would give you a freedom to dig deeper into yourself and express your expression to the public. So once I threw the paint on the canvas, I did not realize what I'm going to do. I let the colors flow on the canvas, and then I imagine what I'm going to paint on that piece of canvas.
And when you do that, do you start getting visions of how it's developing and what you can see?
I always observe how the colors flows on the canvas and how they get mixed together. And after that, I get the inspiration to do the painting. But I'm always inspired by the surrounding. I get inspiration from the Qatari culture and the environment around me. I also like to, to explore the other nations and cultures, and that would give me more experience in knowing more techniques in art and exploring how the other cultures think, how do they expose themselves to the others, and all of these things. I'm imagining them on a piece of canvas, but I cannot tell you what I'm going to paint on that canvas at the moment.
Wow. And is there a special place that you get more energy? Is there a go-to place when you're not feeling maybe on top of the world? Is there somewhere that you go and a place that you like to be?
Definitely UK. I like to travel to UK and go to one of the countrysides. Be alone there, get my inspiration in the front of the sea. So
name some of those countrysides. Let's reminisce, because I miss the UK. I'm from the UK,
yes.
But whereabouts? Which countryside do you like?
I like to visit 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝘀𝘀.
Whoa!
And also I love to go to Scotland.
Fantastic places. Lake Windermere. And Scotland, the border districts in going up, fantastic, right? Unbelievable. I can see why you get those, why you like those places and why it gives you inspiration. We're here today to celebrate 90 years of the British Council. What does the British Council mean to you, and in your mind, what does it those memories come to you?
Actually, I remember my childhood because I was taking a lot of courses in the British Council when I was a kid to learn the English language. So I almost spent around 15 or 14 years studying English language with the British Council. So I think the British Council has a huge impact in my study and my career.
Oh, wow. What a statement. That's just fantastic. They're going to, if I was the British Council, I would be so honored right now. Because you, as you said, you've been doing these things for 20 years, and it's been part of your life. It was giving you that direction.
Yeah, I could bring with me the certificate that I gained from the British Council when I was almost 7 years old, but I didn't bring them with me now.
And you've still kept them?
Of course.
I've got some questions for you. I've got one here that says, as Qatar's, and you are, an art ambassador of UNESCO and an artist who particularly participated in the UK festival during the World Cup. How did the collaboration with the UK artists and cultural organisations shape your creative journey and bring together global perspectives?
I believe art is a spoken language by all the cultures. So working and collaborating with an artist from the UK inspired me to achieve the mural that you can see at Qatar. And having this mural during the World Cup give us an opportunity to know other cultures, exchange knowledge, exchange the ideas, and learning more artistic technique from each other.
Oh, wow. So there must have been so many friendships and bonds that were built in that time.
I'm still in touch with the Welsh artist that I worked with during this making this mural.
I'm going to say about this mural, the responsibility is now on your shoulders to create this mural. Was it big nerves just before you were going to start, or did it take a lot of preparation? How was it when you were doing that?
It took a lot of preparation, but honestly, I like to challenge myself and get over the scaffold and, paint on the wall. And since the mural was a collaborative work with other artists, it was a bit challenging to unify the form of the artwork at the end. But I was enjoying the experience that I had during that period.
You said climbing over the scaffolding, and this is what I'm trying to put myself in your position where I'm now, and it was great because you said it's like climbing into the boxing ring. It's like I'm going to do business, and once I get into there, I'm going to get into my zone. That must have been what happened to you.
Of course, but as I told you, I like to challenge myself and do things that are not normal. So it's a bit risky, but we took all the safety concern while climbing over the scaffold and doing the mural.
Your work with the murals at Qatar with the Welsh artists and the Street Child World Cup champions is a powerful example of art fostering social change. What was the most impactful moment for you during that this collaboration, and how did it resonate with the local community?
Engaging the children to do the mural was very impactful because you just draw the outline to them and give them the freedom to express themselves and use the spray cans to fill in the gaps in the mural. So I was happy to witness how they are open their imagination to put on all the colors and do a collaborative artwork together.
Oh, wow. And what was it like with the Welsh artist? I know that from Bristol, Wales is just 15 minutes away from me, and my grandmother was from Wales. Wonderful people. How did you get on with those?
The Welsh artists are very friendly. I enjoyed exchanging experience with them, and also I enjoyed representing my country, Qatar, and exchange the knowledge and the cultural traditions between each other. And at the end of the work, we hanged the Qatari flag and the Scottish flag on the scaffold, so the people can see how we are getting in touch with each other.
Magnificent, magnificent. And we're going back to the British Council. Obviously, they've had a big impact on your life. But how did they interact with everything that you've been doing with these types of events and projects?
I've been invited by the British Council to do collaborative work. I have one mural at the premises, and getting the invitation from the British Council is an honor for me because they are selecting the Qatari people or Qatari artists to get engaged with their events and exchange the cultural aspect between the two parts of the countries.
Oh, fantastic! And I should have brought it up. You're a UK alumni member. What does that mean? What role do you have to play in that?
Studying at the UK was a change in my life because I spent around 3 years over there.
Whereabouts?
I've been studying my bachelor degree at the Huddersfield University.
Okay.
Then I got my master degree from Angelina Ruskin. During that period, I actually started to learn how to be an independent woman, doing everything by herself. And I explored the other side of the world. You know, being in Qatar is different than being in the Western world. So I started to learn a lot of things there, and starting to talk to other people, exchanging cultural ideas and aspects, and just being far from your family is a bit challenging thing,
Yeah.
But at the same time, I enjoyed exploring the UK. I've been to different cities over there. The study that I gained there had a huge impact on my career development and the growth.
Wow. And luckily, Huddersfield is quite a nice area. Lovely people up in Yorkshire. And you must have spent a few times in Leeds as well, because that's just next door. But it was a great area, but it was very cold there.
I like the cold weather.
Oh, wow.
I started to like the cold weather because of my stay at the UK.
And did that influence? Because you would have experienced snow. Did this did these types of seasons, did they have an impact on your painting?
I was thrilled to witness the snow for the first time in my life.
So, I'm kind of, it's going over in my mind. This being part of the British Council when you were just young, 7 years old, you got the certificate, has influenced your life going all the way through, including your experiences now as an artist. It's just carrying on. It's been with you for the best part of your life.
Actually, I'm always attached to my memories. Being in the British Council when I was 7 years old led me to a dream that I'm gonna continue my studies in the UK. And that's why I tried my best to achieve a high score and get a scholarship to travel to the UK. And luckily, I made it. I traveled to the UK. I explored the country. I gained the best study there. And now I'm back to Qatar with a knowledge and experience which can help in the improvement of the economic in Qatar.
Oh, wonderful. That's a huge story. Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. And the advice that you would give to somebody that had a daughter of 7 years old, would it be to make sure that you join the British Council in some way or another?
Of course, because the British Council will provide your children with the best level of education. Also, the British Council will enable them to get broader opportunities and study in the UK.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You've got a wonderful story. I'm sat here thinking to myself, this started with you at 7 years old. Unbelievable. So now what we're talking about the British Council. Let's talk a little bit about you. You're an accomplished artist. You're an ambassador for the UNESCO. What's next for you?
Next, I'll get my PhD.
You've got some high targets.
Of course, because whenever you accomplish a goal, you should look for another goal. You cannot just stay in, one level in your life. You have always to look for a goal and challenge in your life.
Yeah. And I suppose you're already working with young children, as you said, with the mural and the way that you worked with them. Is that something that you're going to push? You obviously are pushing here in Qatar, that creativeness out and trying to get more people involved.
Of course, because being an inspirational person will have a personal impact on yourself. You cannot hold the knowledge and experience you have. You have to spread it to the people and be a role model for them. So by witnesses, these children getting inspiration from artists in Qatar or even the international artists, you can see that they are having generations after them.
Yeah.
So that's very impactful.
And tell me what your mum and family think of what you've achieved.
They are very proud of me, and they are encouraging me all the time.
They must be very proud of you. I would have been so proud of you with that mural, let me tell you. Oh, that was a big benchmark, the World Cup, and for you to have played a role in that. And what you're doing with everything that you're doing and being an ambassador, congratulations. I bet you they are very proud of you. If there was one message that you wanted to share with the British Council right now, what would it be?
The message that I would share with the British Council?
Yeah.
I love the British Council.
And that's good enough. That's brilliant. Absolutely. Now, I've got a really difficult question for you.
Yes.
And people have struggled on this one, okay? If there was one word that would represent what the British Council has done for you, what would it be?
Enabler. British Council can be described by this word, enabler, because they enabled a lot of people to achieve their milestones and study the English language. Besides the events that they are hosting and giving the opportunity to people to get together, exchange experience, and just living happily together.
I think what you've said today, if I was a big person in the British Council, I would have a tear in my eye because of what it's done in your life and the way that, I won't say it's shaped you, but the way that it's led you in some respect to be the person that you've become. And that's a special, special person. And good on you. Good on you.
Thank you. I remember when I met Dr. Wasim after all of these years, I was really going to cry because they reached me out, and as I told you, I spent my childhood studying the English language in the UK, so I was very happy at that moment. I just started to recognize all the memories that I had with the British Council at that moment.
I've got to be honest. I think that I could get quite emotional with seeing what they've done. Sometimes people just don't realize the power that this organization has had in developing and leading others and showing people the way. And you're a perfect example to that shining example.
Thank you. But being established for almost 90 years, it's really considered a legacy.
100% a legacy. And
yes.
And if there was one word that I would love to use when I write on that board outside, it's legacy. Because they've created not just for themselves, but they've helped create a legacy for so many.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, very true. Look at your legacy. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.